Always a beautiful morning for fishing. Outside is a bit overcast, but I'm here. It's about 5:45. Good time for fish to bite. Let's see what will happen today. What I have is some 50-pound fluorocarbon, 3-ounce lead. That's about a size 6-oar hook, big enough for the sea urchin. Now, you may ask, 50-pound fluorocarbon, I have 50-pound braided behind of it. You may ask, why the tackle is so big. But if you can see in the background, there are a lot of sharp rocks here, and most of the time you're working the fish, they tend to run around the rocks. That your line easily breaks off, but there are a lot of sharp rocks that we have to maneuver around. So you would normally find folks fish close to rocks, fish a slightly bigger line than they need, and that's not really for the fish but for the rocks itself. Simple uni knot. You can choose some sea urchins. I'm very particular when it comes to choosing my sea urchins. Normally choose one that is well roasted. Break off the spikes with my hands, and one that's not so well roasted. I guess everyone has their preference. That's me. So what I'll do, there's a space right through the middle that I put my hook through. And there's a hole to the back. You must be careful not to destroy the sea urchin or break it too much as I feed the hook through. That's a good one. All right. A good one as well. I have a little cloth to wipe off my hand, and I'm ready to go. I have a permit bite. And the first thing that goes through a fisherman's mind for the time he gets a bite is don't pop off. So just how to make sure the drag is set to what I want it to be set at. I think it's fairly good there. He's fighting. Coming in rather quickly. He seems to be not a really large one. Let's see what will happen as he gets close to rocks again. As I was telling you, that is why we need the larger pound strain. Because the rocks around here, they're so sharp. Oh, he doesn't want to come in. Still has a little fight in it. I have to tire him out while he's out there. Or run like that too close to the rocks could easily break you off. This is where it gets exciting now. You have to maneuver around these sharp rocks, voice working the fish. I need to get it exactly where I want it. trying to get around the rock there. Bring him straight down to the drain. There he is. As I said, he still has a little fight. I'm gonna bring him back to me. If I could grab him before the wave comes. Alright, seems like I have him here. As you can see, he only caught one of the sea urchins. The other sea urchin here is still on. What you must know about the sea urchin is that for the hook to set any moat, it needs to break the sea urchin. That's why we give it a little time when we're fishing sea urchin before we strike. So having it in a rod hold is also a good thing when fishing sea urchins. But here's the permit fish, a beautiful looking fish. So this is dinner, man. Have a second permit bite. This is a second permit bite for the morning. He's fighting a little more than the first one. Let's see what will happen here. Again, let's hope you hook good. I mean, when you're fishing, anything could happen. You're never quite certain how the fish is hooked. Majority of them, like the swimming coming to me. So you must always keep the tight on the line. Yes, I can still see the weight. He was coming in my direction, just know that's why. He's still swimming coming in this direction. You can see my sinker all the way up. Alright. Again, I felt him just trying to rub his head against the rock, trying to dislodge the hook. It's a technique that the permit fish always use. Especially when you're fishing with a large hook like I am. Alright, have to be careful here now as you approach the rocks. As I said, this is why we fish with some bigger line. He's heading around the rocks, so you have to turn his head because you've got to bring him exactly where you want him. He's turning, let him turn. He's turning, let him turn. He's coming around the other side. Let's see if I can still bring him around. Yes. A little closer in. Look at it there. Exactly my point. You can see that my line is around the rock. Again, that's why you fish with a little fluorocarbon. Look at him down there. He's a lot heavier. So you have to use the wave to bring him down. The second one. Second permit fish. Alright, we're here taking a look at the second permit fish. Again, what's noticeable is that the sea urchins, they're still on, so somehow he was hooked without breaking the sea urchin. You see, a fisherman has a lot of theories, and you know, as I said before, you must break the sea urchin for the hook to set in their mouth, but that's not necessarily so. You see, beautiful permit fish, he still has a little life. Alright, that's number 2. Then we have a look at the full permit fish. A look around the, let's say 10 to 12 pound range. These are dinner. Seems like I have a third permit fish. Again, just watching the angle that she comes around. He's not fighting as much as the first 2, but as you see, he's heading for the rocks. There's always a challenge. Have to turn his head again. Watch him, he's coming around, As I said, the permit, they love near this particular location to head for the rocks. He's a lot smaller than the first 2. Again, I use the wave. I bring him down with the wave. He's out well. This is number 3. A lot smaller, but still a good guy. Just let me show you something about the sea urchin. You can see that after a while the inside of the sea urchin becomes washed out, just leaving the outer shell. Normally I would keep them on the line for about an hour, but in this case I leave them for about half an hour now, because as you can see, this becomes a hollow shell. These are the 3 permit there. Good size fellas. You have a 5 pounder, one is 9 and one is 11. Been a good catch.